welcome. My name is Uzoma Nkem Abonta, Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, permit me to come under the 8th Rule 4 of our rules. And of course, other inherent rules as contained in order pertaining to Order 4, and having satisfied conditions of Order 8 Rule 4, permit me to come under that to bring this motion of urgent needs to reverse the executive orders and police directives banning possession and issuance of new licenses of firearms in the spate of escalating cases of insecurity in the country. Non-contentious. The matter, the motion, Mr. Speaker, is only asking for, in the spate of escalating cases of insecurity in the country, placed by executive order and the IG of police, should graciously be reversed. Mr. Speaker, before this time, in Nigeria, people were enjoying licenses to carry some sort of ammunition in the light shotguns for gaming. Mr. Speaker, no license will be given to anybody, had been given to anybody with assault rifles like Kalashnikov, like Arsenals, like M16, like Uzi. Nobody gives you license for that. These are assault rifles. But the then guns that use cartridges had been licensed. Pump actions, double barrels. But those assault rifles, I had mentioned many of such, Barretti and all whatnot, Lugers, so nobody gives you license for it. Only criminals have it illegally or with the military legally. In the rising spate of insecurity beseeching us now.
Sorry?
Said as I was opening my speech, so I have come under 8.4 and other inherent portions of these rules that will enable me to do this. Matter of urgent importance takes priority, superiority, advantage over others. Having seen it and having discussed with you, having made the conditions for me to move under this, we discussed with the Speaker, we spoke, and I came under it. I don't think there's anything that in a rule that says, if it is there, urgency, as Speaker cannot take precedence. I'm aware. Mr. Speaker,
okay.
I'm ranking in this House, and I know the rules very well. So I'm only saying, may I please be obliged of this advantage of urgency of 8.4 to come in spite of item 6 on the other paper. That's what I just said.
Okay, Honorable Abonta, I don't think we'll have things on the other paper and still come under urgent public importance. If it's that urgent, 1 hour or 1.5 hours before we get to the other paper will not change the urgency. So we'll wait till we get to the item on the other paper. I was not aware that it was on the other paper because I had not gone through the other paper prior to now. Which is, I guess, my own fault. So we'll step it down, this matter of urgent public importance, until we get to the other paper. They will not be able to take normative report of this matter. Members number 6. Okay, so we'll go back to Honorable Abonta's motion. Which is the sixth order of the day. Sixth order of the day is a motion on the need to reverse the executive order and police directive banning possession and issuance of new licenses for firearms in the country. Standing in the name of Honorable Uzoma Nkem Abonta, Honorable Abonta is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain once more Uzoma Nkem Abonta. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, earlier on, before the failure of the microphone, you had given a ruling in the alternative, and I weighed it, and I said I was willing to step it down, depending on the lights or the next legislative day being Tuesday. And following the talks of the leader of the House, we talked, so I'm willing to take it fully at the next legislative day being Tuesday. I plead that you, in accordance with the ruling, to let me take it for Tuesday next week. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are difference between, Mr. Speaker, thank you for graciously permitting me to talk again. This is a motion I brought, satisfies the conditions for motion on notice, and also that on coming under urgency 8.4 and 8.9. It all met the conditions. I don't know why this motion on notice seems to generate some problem. And as an act of God, the lights went off. And then, in your wisdom, Mr. Speaker, am I protected? I'm not protected. As an act of God means something we couldn't control, something not done by us. We don't know what happened, except you are telling me sabotage. If you are saying it's sabotage, then I agree. If it's not sabotage, there's an act of the lights went on. And Speaker, in his wisdom, gave me an option. And I stood up there and exercised the option, coupled with the outburst of the leader of the House. And I had a tete-a-tete with him. And I'm affirming that I've agreed to take it Tuesday as has ruled in their wisdom for prophecy. The whole condition had also put me in a manner that is not conducive. I'm not now so composed to take it. But
all right.
Why was the murmuring?
Honorable Abonta,
yes,
my ruling was not to take it on Tuesday. My ruling was if the system does not come back up today, I didn't even say that it will come up probably in the next 20, 30 minutes. But if it doesn't come back up, then we can even take it on Tuesday. Now that the system is back up, I think, this is my personal opinion, but if you are applying, you either apply to step it down or withdraw it, or because in the interest of legislative time, because if we bring this back on Tuesday, the other matters that should have come up, that means you have had 2 days. You are here, members are here. If you want to now do some homework, I'm inclined to allow it because I mean it's allowed, but you have to formally step it down, and it will be in the interest. It will be up to the chairman, business and rules, knowing what is on his table to determine whether it's something we can take on Tuesday or not. There are so many pending matters, so I'm inclined to allow you to take it on Tuesday if the household agrees. But legislative time is very, very important as well. And it is the same. It is the same members that will be here. That will be on Tuesday. But maybe you might be able to do some more homework. But I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker,
yes,
for your advice. Mr. Speaker, your present explanation has provoked me to what I'm going to say now. I'm also entitled to protection by you. How can a whole house leader, the outburst he did in the president is uncalled for? It shows predetermined fate. It's uncalled for. And if we are in a parliament where we have equal footing, fair hearing, privileges, that shouldn't come from him. On that note, based on your advice, I'm appealing, I'm asking, I'm pleading. Allow me get composed. Take it. I don't step down motions. You know me, this is my fourth Senate here. I don't. I want to canvass. Not every motion must pass, but the people must hear what I want to say. But therefore, Mr. Speaker, you are in charge. We have a procedure of talking. I'm protected. So what I'm saying, I need to also compose myself and be in a proper footing to argue it. When you gave your previous ruling to say Tuesday or in the alternative, I got dissuaded and I've lost some line of thought which I had composed to argue it. Do me that favor, give me that privilege to come back here on Tuesday and present the matter. If I do not come, then you will know. I so please, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, yes, you're right. I mean, but you should know, in the House leader's usual style, he was being jocular about it. He was just having fun. But I agree with you that maybe the outburst. Okay. So what Honorable Abonta has passionately appealed that he take his motion on Tuesday. Honorable Jaha.
I'm here to learn, but not to waste my time. I have been following the order paper with keen interest from the beginning of this sitting to now. And one of the areas where I feel is attractive is item number 6, a motion that is going to be moved by a ranking, reliable, dignified member, Honorable Abonta. I respect him because he's a legislator par excellence. He brought the matter because of the level of preparedness and the willingness and the ability to make that presentation. He came under Order 8, Rule 4, to bring it under matter of urgent public importance. On the other hand, the Chairman Rules and Business Committee drew the House attention that is there in the order paper, item number 6. Immediately, you drew the attention of Honorable Abonta that he shouldn't do it through matter of urgent public importance because he's already listed in the order paper. Honorable Abonta accepted that he's going to bring it under this thing. And as we are fast approaching him to present this motion, there was a technical hitch with the microphone and public address system. Honorable Abonta said, you requested him to present it verbally by using his campaign voice. He said, no, he wants to be heard. He wants Nigerians to hear what he is saying so that at the end of the day, his names will be written in gold because of the importance of the motion. So now the microphone is back. And now he is taking excuse that he is trying to extend the presentation to Tuesday. So as far as I'm concerned, my privilege is being infringed. He has 3 options. 1, to either take the motion or step it down for further legislative consultation or withdraw the motion completely. So, sir, this is it. He either take the motion now, we vote on it, or he should step it down for further legislative consultation, or 3, he should withdraw it completely.
You agree with me that the House is ruled by the orders and rules of this great House, traditions and conventions. I'm aware that Mr. Speaker interprets all laws, conventions, and traditions. So the jurisdiction lies on you very strongly because the House has given you that mandate and power. And I believe what is worth doing is worth doing well. The issues that strike this country is issues of arms and ammunition and banditry and Boko Haram all over. We're all seeking to find solutions. to these key issues. And we can only find solution through a consensus agreement of this great house. Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, looking at the nitty-gritty of what has shaped this country matters a lot. That is why Abonta is seeking the leave of this house and you, who is the presiding officer, that interpret this issue. That it is very, very key and important because some of us are not even aware because it was not published. It was gazetted, but it was not circulated normally for us to read from the beginning of the week to know what is in the item of the day. Now,
Were the other items we debated before now, were they circulated?
Yeah, because of the value attached.
And I believe you even contributed to one of them.
Yeah, because of the value attached to this item 6. The value attached to the item 6 is a value that is attached to this country, unity, and so, Mr. Speaker, I feel, in my suggestion, that Abonta has proposed. I am pleading on behalf of everybody to ask Abonta to oblige by Abonta's prayer.
One second.
It's on notice.
The
motion is on notice and it has been circulated.
Was circulated.
Yes, sir.
813.
What page?
Mr. Speaker,
What page?
the page 38. Withdrawal of motions. The last speaker who raised the point said he's here to learn. I appreciate him. I will be willing to teach. 13 says, if I may read, withdrawal of motion. A motion or amendment may be withdrawn at the request of the mover by leave of the House. That is what I thought. Or committee, before the commencement of the debate, a motion or an amendment so withdrawn may be made again, but in the case of a motion, requires a notice. How have I faulted? You kickstarted the request, Mr. Speaker. Said in the time when the act of God happened, I said I'm willing to be heard. Why are they laughing? Okay, when the sabotage happened, we requested.
Your point is well taken. Point of order is well taken.
I requested in line with your wisdom, your thoughts.
Yeah, point of order is well taken. Honorable Abonta,
with your leave.
It's okay.
So there's no breach of any privilege anywhere.
But I'm with you.
So
I
plead again that on Tuesday I'll be here live with new notice to take it.
I'm with you. But two things. You see, the point of order you raised is not automatic. It has to be by leave of the House. If you read it, the House has to agree for you to withdraw or disagree. So that is the point of order you have raised. Two, Honorable Abonta, let me ask you this. What is the reason why you want to withdraw? Because you have now agreed that you want to withdraw the motion, which is one of the options that on the table. What is the reason for withdrawing the motion?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Permit me to start the gist of what led to it. I came here fully prepared to do the motion. I had two options, having discussed with you, to come under urgent matter of importance. I also sent it to be on notice. Graciously, it was on notice, unknown to me. I came to do what I satisfied. It was brought to our notice. I agreed to wait. I waited. When the time came, we noticed an incident that we couldn't continue. You suggested that you prefer me to be heard and put on notice, on record. I said, fine, I take to it. And you gave an option. Wait till the light is restored, which is now, or Tuesday. Then some certain comments came, which I felt was not good. And I lost my disposition. And I had to do it. And I said, I'm also human, And I said, with this disposition, permit me step it down till Tuesday to take it, probably be on notice. So how have I erred, Mr. Speaker? What I'm still asking, I'm also privileged to ask for what I'm asking for. There are a lot of precedents where motions had been stepped down, not withdrawn totally, withdrawing and stepping down at different things, to step down for Tuesday or next legislative day as I could be accommodated. In law, we say, so soon thereafter as the court will have time to hear. So soon after that you have time to hear me, list me, I will come. That today, I've exhausted my energy.
Are you stepping down or are you withdrawing?
Stepping down for Tuesday, sir.
So why did you refer us to the withdrawal point of order? If what we're doing is stepping down.
Mr. Speaker, he said he's willing to learn that I shouldn't, and he gave me compulsion, 3 options, which like mandatory I must. So I'm telling him that one needs to, that the rule permits you to seek that you cannot, that you can do what you want subject to. So I made my applications, except I tell Mr. Speaker, there are reasons why I won't be obliged as other people have been obliged. Is there any other thing attached to it? Give me Tuesday to come and make my point, Mr. Speaker. I am pleading, I'm asking my colleagues to give me Tuesday to come. It is not compulsory that every motion taken must go to.
So what we'll do is, I will appeal to members to hear him out, but since we're talking procedure, and we have to stick by procedure, I will. You want to add something, Honorable Junior? Please go ahead.
Members today. In fact, I think that this is how the chambers of the House should be. But however, before we take a final decision on this, I want to draw attention to the fact that our rule does not expressly provide for stepping down. But by precedent, we had such things happen on the floor of the House. And so we'll fall back to other one, Rule 1-2 of our House rule. So by precedent, a member can rise and apply to step down his motion. Mr. Speaker, we have never put that to vote. It is the presiding officer who takes the decision. And almost 100% that I have been here, such members have always been obliged. However, we want to pray that without acrimony, if our colleague has applied to step down his motion, he brought the motion. There is nothing wrong in allowing him the opportunity to step it down. We will still be in this House. In fact, I told him that I'm not supporting that motion. So we are still here. I see some little acrimony. That is why I prayed for Mr. Speaker to give me this leave to make contributions. So I will urge us to please follow precedent under Order 1, Rule 1, Sub-Rule 2. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Our colleagues, which I have a strong respect for, we are not asking the mover of the motion to completely not to withdraw the motion. No. What we are saying is, if he is prepared to take the motion down, we are ready to listen. If he is not prepared, he should step down the motion for further legislative consultation, not on Tuesday. Because by stepping it down and putting it on Tuesday is going to affect some other items in our order paper against Tuesday. He should step it down for further legislative consultation, or he should withdraw it completely so that it will not appear any longer in the order paper. This is what we are saying. We are not saying he shouldn't withdraw. He has power. He has the right to step down, but for further consultations, not on Tuesday. Thank you, sir.
You don't step down and determine the date you want to come back because it's a privilege. You don't determine the date you want to because there are other matters that are already pending for that day. So the options really, and I want to appeal, and it's by way of appeal, just like Honorable Chinda said and Honorable Abonta said, is to allow Honorable Abonta to step his motion down as opposed to withdraw it, because even withdrawal, Honorable Jaha, you can come back by way of notice to, that's what the rule says. But to step down, pending further consultation and determination of a date that it will come up. But, Honorable Fred.
Honorable colleagues, Agbedi Yetimene Frederick is my name. I represent Sagbama Kremo Federal Constituency. Ezonkeme, I'm from Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, let me take it from the concluding comments of Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you are Speaker for every member of this House. And like you have clearly stated, stepping down a motion, withdrawal of a motion, still gives the mover, the proponent of that motion, opportunity to come back again. And Mr. Speaker, first, what Honorable Abonta has always requested from Mr. Speaker and the House is protection to come back next week, Tuesday. He is not averse to your saying a day other than the Tuesday, Mr. Speaker. And as a member of this House, by privilege, Mr. Speaker, is entitled to your protection. Mr. Speaker, when Abonta was speaking, Honorable Abonta was speaking, he made a comment. And Mr. Speaker, every member in this House holds the leader of the House in high esteem. Is the leader of every member of these green chambers. And when the leader of these chambers makes a negative comment, which he has even repeated to you, that he was expressing a personal opinion. Mr. Speaker, the leader's personal opinion is more than a personal opinion. Whatever position, whatever comment, be it directly or indirectly, that the leader of this House makes has a 70–80% influence on members because we respect him. And if we respect him, we tend to feel that there's danger looming. Mr. Speaker, there's danger looming. We all agree that the motion is to either pass or fail, which is a normal thing in Parliament. And so there was nothing wrong in either the motion being passed by the House or the motion failing to pass. But Mr. Speaker, the leader we all respect made a comment which sends jitters to any member who has a motion or a bill before the floor of this assembly. And that was one of the reasons why Honorable Abonta said, Speaker, protect me. I am not feeling very comfortable the way I came to move this motion. Give me another opportunity, and then I will come with the motion. Mr. Speaker, he has that privilege. We all enjoy the same privilege. And so, Mr. Speaker, I urge you to handle this matter with that spirit of a speaker for every member of this House who has a right to come with a motion or a bill. This is my urge to you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
My name has been repeatedly involved in the comments of some other members. Let me take this advantage with every respect to each and every member of this greenhouse, a green chamber, sir, that I am in the first place a member of this House before any other thing. I am on this floor a member representing a particular constituency who also do have their interest. Members should have respect for that in the first place. Mr. Speaker, I'm entitled to speak my opinion under every circumstances. Mr. Speaker, I have entitled to speak the opinion of my people as well. Being the leader of the House does not deprive me from participating in debates and making comments to whatever subjects that are brought before this House. That should be known very clear. With due respect to my brother, and for so many members may not know, Abonta has been a friend to me, a family friend of over 28 years, through my good brother and friend, and of course a boss, Senator Adolphus Wabara, who was the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who was my colleague on the floor of this green chamber in 1992. I have been to their house, their home, severally, slept in Obonta's house for over 3 weeks. 3 weeks in his own house. So I don't have anything against him. But I have to say my opinion, and my opinion still remains the same as a person, and it's representing my people, that this idea brought about now may have been better for another time, not for in this kind of circumstances where we have generally believed that proliferation of small and medium range arms is quite unproductive to the fight against insurgency and banditry in this country. And if you are talking of official, I am also the ambassador of the government on the floor of the House. I believe that the decision of the government through the President Muhammadu Buhari to ban that thing is well informed and it is in the best interest of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's my position. And if Abonta wants to step it down, he has the liberty to do that. Let me also give reference to what the Deputy Speaker did yesterday.
Yesterday, I was going to say so.
The Deputy Speaker is still the chairman of the Constitution Review Committee. The chairman of the respected Review Constitution Committee, very critical committee of this House. But he got up here to speak in his personal opinion against a matter that was brought, which every one of us knew it was to be referred to him. And he spoke against it. Nothing happened. Abonta, you have the liberty to bring your motion now to be killed or to delay the killing of your motion. And this is my position.
I plead for understanding of every member. I have consulted with my brother Abonta because we are from the same state and we are from Southeast. We have commended you for how you have been handling this matter, and also to state that you said that leader of the House, from his own attitude and the way he behaves, that he's joking about it. So you have even made that comment. So I don't think the comment by Honorable Abedi is necessary at this point because you've cleared that air. So, sir, please, I stand here to say that my brother Abonta have stated everything he said here in good faith, without prejudice to anything, and that he's a loyal member of the House, and he's a fine lawmaker. And I plead that use your good office to allow him step down this motion for further legislative deliberations, and I don't wish that we'll continue this discussion because time is fast spent.
All right.
I want to direct you to 7.7 of our rules, which says you shall interpret the rules. Issue rule. Yeah, 7.7, rule 1, or 7.17. I mean, when I made my application, I made it in the alternative. It's good to be teaching them, so we know. I said, on Tuesday or so soon thereafter as your legislative time will permit. I never said it must be. That's what I said here, if you've got me. Maybe I was speaking loyally. I said, I'm staying there for Tuesday or so soon as legislative time will permit. So 717 directs you to interpret and rules.
All right. Let me just, before we close this chapter, let me just address a comment from Honorable Fred. I think in the last almost 2 years that I've been saddled with the responsibility of speaking, many will attest that I speak for the whole House, irrespective of party. And that's why we have a joint task. So when you keep on making the reference that you speak for the whole House, I just wanted to put that on the record. And that is the only reason why we're still debating this procedure almost in an hour. I could easily have hit the gavel one way or the other. I know my position on this matter. But I've allowed Honorable Abonta has spoken almost 4 times. Everybody has been given the opportunity to speak on this matter in the last 1 hour. We've dragged it so that we know that it's fair and balanced. And we'll follow the rules. Honorable Abonta knows my position. We've debated this matter privately, one-on-one. He knows my position. But I still allowed him to bring it to the floor. So I do speak for all parties, irrespective of the issues. So, Honorable Abonta, do you want to go ahead and just move your formal application?
Hon Uzoma Nkem Abonta, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, in view of the circumstances, in view of the pre-debate and all what had transpired in this very motion, I seek and plead with the House for the kind permission to step down the motion to Tuesday or so soon thereafter, as the legislative time and confidence will permit me, so that I can come and argue it fully. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So Honorable Abonta has moved that he wants to step down his matter till Tuesday or any other convenient time for the House, and I guess for legislative, further legislative consultation. Rather than put the question, let's just accept his application, and Chairman, Business and Rules, you'll let us know, send adequate notice as to whenever it's coming up. So motion step down.